Okay, today I'm going to go over basic percent problems and how to write them into proportion form. And we've done a lot of this in class, and this should be easy for you at this point, but I'm just going to go through each and every one so that you could see how it's set up. Okay, number one, what percent of 29 is 3? Well, what percent? I don't know the percent. Percent, when you see the word percent, it always goes over 100. Okay? So, of 29 is 3. Of 29 is a total. Of amount always goes on the bottom. And is 3 is always goes on the top. So if you remember is over of, that will be your first fraction, and percent over 100 will be your second part of the fraction. So once you get that set up, you just find your variables. 29x equals 300, and now I have my equation. Divide by 29, divide by 29, 1x equals, and 300 divided by 29 is 10.344, and it says round to the nearest tenth, so it's going to be 10.3, because 3 is the tenth, the 4 doesn't change it, and since it's in the percent spot, it would be percent. Okay, that was me going quickly, but knowing that you've had a review on this. All right, here we go. What percent, I'm going to put that over here this time, x over 100, can go in any way, of 335, of goes on the bottom, 33.5, is goes on the top, and then I go ahead, find my variable, 33.5x equals 2100. Once I have that, divide by 33.5, divide by 33.5, 1x equals 2100 divided by 33.5 is going to be, I'll write it over here, 62.686. Round to the nearest tenth is right there. The 8 can round that 6 to a 7. So final answer is 62.7%, because this x is in the percent spot. Okay. What percent, think of 100, of 55 goes on the bottom, is 34 goes on the top, because remember, is over of, percent over 100. 55x equals 3400. Multiply that. Divide by 55. Divide by 55 on both sides like you know how to do. And 3400 divided by 55 is 61.818. The 8 is in the tenth, the 1 can't round it, so it's 61.8%, because this is the percent spot. Somebody was asking me about that today. Ooh, okay, now this time it tells us what the percent is. So that's going to be 41 over 100. Of 78, of goes on the bottom, is what? I don't know. So now we go, 100x equals 41 times 78, 3,198, divide by 100, divide by 100, 1x equals 31.98, round to the nearest tenth. The 8 rounds at 9 to a 10, which rounds the 31 to a 32. So it's going to be 32. And it's just going to be, that's the number, that's the value, because it doesn't say anything else about the numbers. It's not a percent because 41 was the percent. All right, so let's go to the next one. 28 over 100. As soon as you see that, you think 28 over 100 of 63. 63 goes in the bottom. Is what? So we don't know what the is. So now 100x equals 28 times 63, 1764. Divide by 100 on both sides. That isolates the variable. X is by itself. Divided by 100. And it gives me 17.64. Round it to the nearest tenth. 4 doesn't change it. So the final answer, 17.6. Here we go. 58 over 100. As soon as I see that, one fraction. Of what? We don't know what the of is 63.4. So the hardest part is just setting this up. Once we set it up, you're good. 6340. Divided by 58. Divide by 58. X equals 109.310. Round to the 10th. 1 doesn't change it. So your final answer is 109.3. Okay. Number 7. 1 is what percent of 52.6? Oh, they're trying to trick us on here. What percent? As soon as I see that, I go, what percent? 1 is of 52.6. So put it right there. It's a matter of reading this problem. 1 is the is, that's the of, what percent we don't know. So 52.6x equals 100. Divide by 52.6, divide by 52.6, x equals 1.901. Round to the nearest tenths. That's going to be 1.9. Remember, the tenths is one place past the decimal. All right, let's try this one. What percent of 38 is 15? What percent of 38 is 15? Okay, 38x equals 1500. Divide by 38 on both sides. X equals 39.473. So round to the nearest tenth, which is one place past the decimal. A 7 can round to 4. So 39.5. And this is percent because there's a percent there. Okay. Here we go. 4%, 4 over 100, of 73 is what? We don't know the is. 100x equals 4 times 73, 292. Divide by 100, divide by 100. X equals 2.92. Round to the nearest tenth. 2 doesn't change it, so 2.9. Oh, back on this one, I need to put a percent sign there because it says what percent. All right. Over here. 12%, I see that right away. of 17.5. And what is, so the x will go there. 100x equals 12 times 17.5 is 210. Divide by 100. See why we taught you this method? We are doing it quite a bit. Divide by 100 is 2.1. And that's the final answer on that one. Okay. 79 over 100. Of 67. 67 is what? X. And I see the word miles there, so we're going to have to say miles in our final answer. Same old thing. 100x equals 79 times 67, 5,293. Divide by 100, divide by 100. X, or the miles, is 52.93. And to round to the tenths, 3 doesn't change it, so 52.9 miles. %. 59 over 100. Of 14. Of goes on the bottom. X, M. We're going to use M as our unit. Okay. 100x equals 59 times 14, which is 826. Divide by 100 here. 1x, divide by 100 here. And divide by 100. 8.26. Round to the 10th. The 6 rounds the 2 to a 3. So x equals 8.2 m. Because I have that label right there. All right, that's the one page done. Here we go to the next page. Okay, I'm going to zip through these ones. Here we go. 76%. 76 over 100. 12 minutes is of what? We don't know the what. So I'm going to put the X there. That means that 112 is, that goes on top. I'm just going to go through the setups of these because I think you know how to solve these. Let's go to this one. 16%. 16 over 100. Of 43 minutes. So 43 minutes goes on the bottom. What is X goes on the top? Remember, your answer must have minutes in it as your final answer. This one also must have minutes in it. Okay, let's go to this one. Ooh, dollar signs. What percent X over 100? 73 is of 125. So it says what percent? So your answer is going to be a percent answer. Okay, 90%. What is, I don't know the is, of 130. Okay, so this is going to be inches. So your final answer is going to be inches. 68%. As soon as you see that, 68 over 100. Of 118 tons. So your answer, what is going to be tons. Okay? And you could do the math on this. We've done enough of these. All right, what percent? I don't know the percent. and I'm looking for the percent. So my answer is going to be a percent of 180.4 is 25.7, but I'm looking for a percent as your final answer on this because it asks for what percent. 35%. 16 inches is of what? Is. So 16 of what? This is going to be an inches answer. So how many inches? Okay. 90%. 90 over 100. Of goes on the bottom. Is what? We don't know, and this is hours. So the answer is going to be hours. Okay? All right. 97%. 97 over 100. Of what? Of what? That's an X because I don't know the of. 140 feet. So if this is feet, this is going to be feet. Okay? So your answer is going to be feet. 170%. 170% over 100. What is? We don't know the is. We know the of. 97, and it's tons. So your answer is going to be tons. So your final answer is going to be tons. 103%. It's 103 over 100. What is? We don't know the is of 127 tons. So your answer is going to be tons. And the last one, 94% over 100. Sometimes I write the percent there, and sometimes I don't. You don't have to. 102 hours of what? Of goes on the bottom. 102 hours is 102. Okay. And the answer is going to be hours, because I already know the percent. Hours. So it's going to be in hours. All right. So hopefully that will help you with that. Once you get those set up, you could solve those. I have confidence in you. You can do this. Okay.